the Converted Man here. Talking points: skepticism and the social contract. The social contract is one shared between any humans. I and you assume innocence until guilt is proven. What does that mean? Well, what it means is I can say I ate dinner last night, and you're not going to be like, oh yeah, prove it! You're going to accept a lot of things that I say as being true. Because otherwise we couldn't just have a casual conversation. Skepticism steps in if I make a claim that is not mundane. If I say I ate dinner last night, okay. If I say I ate dinner with the President of the United States last night, we need some proof of that. If I'm asking for help for an issue that I have, really little proof, at least for the people that know me, should be required, because people that know me would know that I'm a straight shooter. I have, I'm not gonna make up something to get money or whatever. But for those who are strangers to me, they might require more additional evidence. But there's a navigation to do when you're that stranger and how you ask for that additional evidence. You can either be a jerk and just give me that evidence, you're a liar, you're scamming us, where's your proof, or you say, look, I don't know you, you're a stranger to me, I just would like additional proof before I help you out. In private, in a nice, kind way, and I will be like, yeah, sure, here you go, no problem. Or if I can't provide proof, I'll be like, well, I can't prove it, sorry, I just don't have a way to do it for whatever reason, and you get to be skeptical of it, and you cannot help me if you don't want to. And I totally understand that. And that is the social contract that we share. And skepticism, of course, be skeptical. But note that it depends upon the context and how you're going to be skeptical, especially when dealing with an individual rather than, say, a group or a company or what have you. Yes, there are people out there that want to try to take advantage of people. And usually they do so with outlandish claims with zero proof at all. Demanding proof from those entities can be done with a harsh method or with a kind method. I don't know if one is better than the other, but I do know that when we're talking about person to person, whether we be strangers or not, that there's a nice way to ask for proof and a unnice way to ask for proof. And I would submit that we should aim for being nicer when it's a person, an individual, rather than some sort of group or business or whatever, because that's sort of, there's more proof maybe needed, and you're not going after necessarily just that one person. But mundane, normal claims just require mundane, normal proof. If somebody says they hurt their hand, they can show their hand and show where it's been hurt. That's it. That's all that really needs to be done. They don't really need to show the medical bill. If you don't believe them that they have a medical bill, and you're considering helping them, but you just want that extra proof, and you say, look, I would like to see some extra proof. in private, quietly, nicely. And if they don't give it, okay, they don't give it. But I think it would be wrong to say, look, I'm going to give you $1,000, but you have to prove this. I mean, that's just a jerk way to do things, you know? So there is a social contract that we all share. And there is also skepticism, which is great and good, and we need to get used to people demanding proof from us. But we also need to always be aware that we're not in a society, we're not in a world where everything that we say always is going to be provable or something that we ought to or need to prove. Mundane claims can be accepted without any evidence at all. Now, having said that, what a mundane claim is something that we could talk about if you want to, but I would hope that my viewers know what that is. So if I say I have a red cup on my desk, and then I pick it up, now it's not on my desk, and now I'm holding it in my left hand. Oh my word, but did I really need to show you the red cup? I mean, it was on my desk. Did I have to show you that it was on my desk? Not really. You can just think that I'm being honest with you. There's no harm in you thinking that I'm telling the truth, and that's why we assume innocence until guilt is proven. And if you're a stranger to me, you don't know me, you've never heard of me, whatever, then yeah, it makes a little bit more sense to be a little bit more skeptical than you would be somebody you know. But even somebody you know, there are going to be things that they say that should cause you to be skeptical. I saw a UFO. Well, okay, that unidentified flying objects certainly are a thing, but what do you mean by that? I'm going to want more from you. But I'm not going to be like, you're lying. Because that's not the right way to do that. I'm like, really? What do you mean by that? What are you talking about? You know, So, in navigating the social contract that we all share, we have to ensure that our skepticism doesn't become a blunt instrument for social harm, but instead continues to be the thing that we utilize to enhance our everyday lives as well as the lives of everyone else. Be skeptical, but do so without being a jerk. Post your questions, comments, and other Q words in the thing below, or make a video response. That's what Talking Points is all about. So talk about the points that I just talked about. Points talking points.